Hello guys, and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we're going to be updating you guys with some warming temperatures in the United States expected, and then maybe some snowfall for the next Saturday and Sunday. Before we start today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. That would greatly be appreciated for me. So you guys can see we're looking at the GFS right now, and it's going to be quiet for the next few days, and then we're expecting a warm front that's going to come in and partially warm up the south, which is going to be up to 65 degrees, which is going to be pretty warming for most of the United States. So let me get the marker real fast, and you guys can see this is where our warm front is going to start right here, and then it's eventually going to start moving up here. The snow's going to eventually melt and turn into a warm front. So as we keep playing it for you guys, it's eventually going to start forming right here, and you guys can see we're definitely gonna have some bad storms down there in the south where Louisiana, Alabama is, and then making its way towards the north with some snow on the backside of it, which is going to be cold air for right here. You guys can actually see where the jet stream is exactly right here, and you can see this is going to be warm air right here. This is going to be cold air, so definitely the jet stream is going to be moving up, and then like I said, we're going to see some rain for most of the East Coast for around Sunday, this Sunday coming up, and then eventually moving off, and then it's going to leave some snow for parts of the north, which is going to be probably a good inch or two for the north, and then we're going to have another storm that's going to be forming right up in here. That's going to be another warm front, and then we're going to have snow, like I said. Now the jet stream for this one around January 3rd, which is about exactly a week from now, you guys can see the jet stream. It is a little bit dipped down, but the jet stream dips back up, which is going to allow for warm air for the north, but it's going to be cooler in like places Arizona, California, which is going to allow some snow to be down here in parts of Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. So like I said, we will definitely keep an eye on that. That's not set yet, but the jet stream is expected to drop something like that, and it's going to cause cold air for down there of the west coast, the west-east, and then you guys go down here to the southeast. We're definitely going to see some storms again, rallying up for that, expected, and then we're going to see some rain for the north. And then as we keep playing it, you guys can see eventually the jet stream is going to do some weird thing like this, and it's going to dip back down. That's where that jet stream, and then allow that right there, which is going to be our low, which the low is forcing that jet stream up, which is going to allow some warm air for parts of Virginia, Outer Banks, North Carolina, and then eventually moving out. And then we can expect the jet stream to dip something like this and then dip back down, which is going to cause a little bit of cold air. And this is around January 7th, so nothing really set to go. Some snow typical in the back part of the United States. That's what's expected. But before we looked at that, we're just going to stop right there. We're going to take a look at the temperatures. So if we take a look at the temperatures, this is what we're going to be expecting. Like I said, the United States is definitely going to be warming up all this week, so we're definitely going to see some warming temperatures. Right now, this is the last 72 hours. See, I know the other day, around last Friday, we had record-setting temperatures. Like, it was cold. Parts of Virginia, parts of North Carolina, we're talking about in the teens, or not even the teens, in like 10 degrees around this area we're expected, and then the negatives right here, like negative 40, negative 50 degrees. So as you guys can see, we'll play it to exact hour right now. So this is as of right now. You guys can see we do definitely get some warming spots. It's warm right now, the sun's warming up the earth. But as we keep playing it for you guys, you can see that this warm air from the south, which we're going to get the south wind, that's going to be pushing up all this warm air into parts of Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida. I know even record-setting temperatures cooler for Florida. It was a little bit chillier for you guys there. But what it's going to do is this jet stream is going to go up. You guys can actually see where the jet stream is. It's around this, like something like that. And then it's going to allow this warm air to punch up in the middle of the United States. It's going to warm some stuff up for the United States. We're talking about, this is going to be, let's see, 0Z, so this is around 12 a.m. in the morning. We're talking about 12 a.m. in the morning, around December 30th. and that's only about 2 days. You guys see we're talking about a good 59 degrees at night, and then that warm air is going to make its way up, and then we're talking about, ooh, and then we're talking about, we're talking about in the 60s for parts of Virginia. So definitely this warm air, and then you guys can see down here we're talking about in the back west part, where you can see definitely where that jet stream is. So there's gonna be some snow right here. Now, is it gonna stick? That is gonna be the question, because if it's too warm, it can stick. But you guys can see we're talking about a good even 83 degrees in parts of Florida. So like I said, just because it's winter time does not mean it's gonna be cold all the time. So like I said, I do expect another cold blast to come into the United States eventually. Like I said, as we keep going into January and February, it's still going to get a little bit colder. Now, I have seen where some patterns where it gets cold very early, and then it just starts warming right back up for the south, southeast. But like I said, this is going to be a nice day. If you live right in the south, anywhere in the south, or even parts in the middle of the United States, it's going to be a nice warm day for you guys. We're talking about 60 degrees in the middle of the United States. We're talking about in the 70s, upper 70s for parts of Texas, even 58, 67 degrees for parts of Virginia, that Tidewater area. And we're talking about parts of North Carolina, Outer Banks, and all that around 65 degrees. So like I said, it's definitely going to be warming up. And you can see as we start to settle back in, we're going to start to just average back out, and this is around the 9th. So typical things, you can definitely tell when it's night. The darker the blue is when it's night, and then when it kind of gets warm. But then we might see another cold spell. Like I said, this goes out to the 13th. But like I said, definitely something to keep an eye on. But now, we're going to take a look at the snowfall totals to see what we're going to get in the parts of the Arizona area with that snowstorm, and then parts of north, so we can plan your forecast for the next week. So, let's see. Let's go down here. Let's go to 24 hour. Let's go to total snowfall. We'll do rainfall too, so you guys can see. Let's see. Scroll it back, and you guys can see this is as of right now. Obviously, it's not gonna show nothing. Let's get the marker back out, so you guys can see right here. We're expecting in the next 24 hours, or next 6 hours, we're expecting some snow right in here, which is typical. We're looking at a good 6 inches, 7 inches. That's already the snow that's probably already on the ground. As we keep moving, it's gonna keep moving forward, and then as of the north, looking up here, this is where that snowstorm is going to start off with, and then make its way, and it's going to push into Canada. But then we're going to have another snowstorm, storm that's going to be kicking in right here, which is going to push in that warm air. So you're going to kind of see, something like this, where it's not going to be snow like this. And then you keep playing it. So we're even talking about up in the mountains. Up here, we're talking about even 25 inches, which is typical for them this time of year. And in the north, it's going to be pretty quiet up there. You guys are only going to get about an inch or two, if that, up in the north. Maybe the top part, you guys are going to get 2 inches, 3 inches. But really, it's going to be quiet for you guys for the next few days, or even next week or two. And then we play it, and then we're going to have this big snowstorm that's going to come up here, and then put some snow up there around 13 inches. And then the north, it's finally going to get some. We're talking about next 20 inches for parts of the United States for the next 2 weeks. And then it stops there. And then we're going to allow some snow on the backside with second warm front that's going to be coming through. It's going to be right here. There's going to be some snow on the backside of it, which that cold air is going to be kicking at it, which is going to allow some snow. And that's going to bring some snow for parts of Kentucky and parts of back part of Virginia, and back part of Carolina, expecting around an inch or two for you guys. And then we look at New Mexico, Arizona. You guys are expected between 1 inch all the way up to 14 inches. Now, this is not going to be total on the ground. This is the total for the next 14 days. So like I said, there's a lot of snow for 14 days. This is roughly what we're going to expect the next 14 days, is around 20 inches. Now, keep in mind, some of this is going to melt, so it can fluctuate back and forth. So after all the melting, you're probably expecting around, probably like up here in the north, probably a good like 5-6 inches after being melted from the sun and then re-snowing. So like I said, you can definitely see where this warm air is, because it's like this, and then it allows some snow right there, and then bam, it's like the warm air is right here. So this is going to be warm for parts of the United States, and we're going to talk about cold right here. So like I said, we're expecting another cool down probably late January, mid-January. I'm not going to keep that out of the books yet, but like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been posting. I'm hoping to get posting again. I have a job and I got school with. So this was just a quick update. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Trying to get back in the rhythm. I know the video was kind of a little everywhere. It wasn't fully organized, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave your comments down there. I'll answer them and try my best to respond. Until next time.